Hi guys, welcome to this week's card class. This week I wanted to make some cards that could be used for a variety of different things. So we're making a happy birthday card, a wintry card, and kind of a natural scene kind of card. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So the first card that I wanted to create here is going to be this really fun winter card. I've been playing with some different ideas about kind of creating collage cards, and I actually did a demo a few weeks ago on creating collage. So the very first thing that we're going to do here is we're going to fussy cut out all of our little snow angels here. And you should have on your little sheet here 3 full snow angels, and you might have one that's like a partial snow angel. Like in this case, part of the little corner, the little edge is actually cut off. So just cut out whatever you can cut for that partial guy. And he's going to be part of our collage on the front of the card. And then we're going to fussy cut the other ones as well. And so when I think about creating a collage, I always think about what my focal point is going to be, and then finding things that match the theme and color palette that I'm working in. So in this case, my focal point is going to be the sentiment that says warm winter wishes. I absolutely loved this stamp. And what we did for this technique is we stamped the image with Peacock Feathers Distress Oxide ink, and then put on 2-inch wide double-sided tape, trimmed off the excess hanging off the edge, and then buffed in kind of this iridescent glitter, which I just absolutely love. And what happens is that you can actually see the image through the double-sided tape, but nothing is sticky because that glitter has been buffed in. That was a technique that I actually learned when I was working at Stamp-A-Doodle. Wendy taught it to me, and it's just such a fun way to add something extra to just a simple stamped sentiment. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just cut out 3 of these little snow angels at the moment, and then we're going to cut out the 4th one in just a little bit. But we'll start with the 3 for the time being. All right. Cut this little guy out. Okay. All right. Now let's go ahead and put our card together. So what we're going to do here is you have this piece of chrome coat paper, which is glossy on one side and then solid on the other side. What I did was I used the Phoenix Feathers Distress ink. I smushed it on a craft mat, spritzed it a couple times with water, and then I did a monoprint lift off of the craft mat. And that's how you got this really beautiful blue splatter effect here. So it's totally dry. What we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to mount that directly to this dark blue background here, okay? So I'm just going to put on some double-sided tape. And we're going to stick that down. And there's going to be probably, if I were to guess, about a 16-inch border on all 4 sides. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to mount that to the front of our card. Right onto the front of our card base, okay? And once again, you're looking at probably about a 16th inch border on all 4 sides. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna just lay on our mesh ribbon, and you can do your collage differently if you'd like. The most important part is that our focal point is going to be right in the middle of the card, okay? So that is just keeping that information in mind. You can kind of do your collage however you'd like. You have 2 of these dark blue strips here. So we're gonna go ahead and put double-sided tape on the back side of one. Notice I did not glue this mesh ribbon down, but I'm going to lay my strip down so that it goes all the way to the top of the card and all the way to the bottom of the card. And there's a little, probably about 1/8 of an inch of that splatter paper showing on the right-hand side there. And you'll notice that by putting that double-sided tape down that it's holding that mesh ribbon in place. You'll need to peel that up and put down just a little bit more double-sided tape right there, just so that that way everything kind of stays in place there. Okay, now we're going to put double-sided tape on the back side of our Warm Winter Wishes sentiment. And we're going to stick that down right on the front, and it's going to overlap slightly onto that dark blue, and that's totally fine. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue down all of my little snow angels. Now, this is the one that had that little, it wasn't a full one, it was just a partial part of that was missing. So with that one, I'm actually going to tuck that little missing part underneath my little Warm Winter Wishes, so then that way it's not obvious that that is missing. And I'm noticing here that this did not adhere completely, so I'm going to add some more double-sided tape right behind my Warm Winter Wishes sentiment, and that's going to hold it all in place. Oh, it should be. Might need a little bit more there. There we go. All right, now we have 2 more of the little snow angels. One I'm going to put up here on the top. I'm just going to kind of put it like so. And then my last one, I'm going to stick down here at the bottom. Okay. Then we are going to use our snowflake ribbon, and I'm just going to trim out 3 of my little snowflakes, and you can stick them wherever you would like. And I'm going to adhere those in place by just putting a tiny little bit of glue right in the middle on the back side of my little snowflake. And it may take a moment, but you have to press and kind of hold it in place, otherwise it might fall off of your page. You really don't need very much glue. I used just a tiny bit too much there. And then you'll also need to put one, I also put one over here on the top, right above the little snow angel person there. All right, then on this blue strip, we're gonna fussy cut out our 4th snow angel. All right, so then we'll get this little guy cut out. All right, okay, so then on this strip here, we're just gonna put our little snow angel down here. Oh, come on, glue. And we're gonna stick him down here kind of towards the bottom. And then we're also gonna glue on our last and final snowflake. Once again, you just need to put glue just in the middle on the back. Since my snowflake is a little bent, it will still glue down, no problem. I just have to spread that out just a little bit, and then we'll stick that up there at the top. Now, to cut off this extra ribbon, if you flip this over and you'll see any excess ribbon kind of sticking off of the edge, you're going to go ahead and trim that off. This guy there, this guy here, and this guy here, and we'll close that and you'll see this hanging off the edge, and trim that off as well. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stick that back down. Okay, then on the inside of the card, on the right side, this is where you'll adhere that last little strip, and you'll see there's a little bit of the white showing on the right there. Now, if you happen to have a white gel pen or a silver gel pen, there's one more thing that you can do here, and that's going to be adding in some little dot groupings. And a dot grouping is a big dot and a couple little dots. And you can kind of just add them kind of here and there, and that just kind of adds more to the card. Of course, it's not required if you don't happen to have those pens, but it does make it look nice and a little bit more finished and a little bit more fun. Okay. All right. And there we have card number 1. All right, on to the next card.